Welcome back everyone to Welstopia, and we are back here in the Nether where apparently somebody was playing a prank on somebody else, because I do not believe that these are part of the original design, but we'll have to live with that, and that won't be my problem. That will be Obs' problem. What is my problem is getting a tunnel here, and of course we have all this ice here. Now personally, I don't much like the ice here, and I am thinking about removing it at some point, but I will save that until the end. And I figure that by the time I get everything finished, and I have everything else done, and have all the rest of the floor up, then I can remove the ice and replace it with the floor I want. So I can save that for last. And maybe the rail line will be done by then, and the reason why people are putting glass down here will no longer be a requirement. Now, first thing I need to do also is to look at these signs, because I need to duplicate these signs so that they aren't lost. So therefore I took a little screenshot here, and I will then remove these signs and move them to a better location. So let me get that done and I'll be back. I have moved the signs. I put two of them here, one of them there. I'll probably move them again after I've got this section done. And I also removed the torches, which is just as well because I had forgotten that torches tend to melt ice. Or did I forget? In any case, this is going to be the end of the Nether Hub. So I'll call this the official end of the Nether Hub, and that gives us the stairway down to here. So that's what this little interface here. So that's the Nether Hub. This is the entrance down into the transit system. And then this is going to be the start of the section I will be doing. And I was originally planning on being a 3 high, but it's 1, 2, 3. But it looks like this is a 4 high. So I have to do this slightly differently unless I want to cause a little claustrophobia there. I think I should just go with the same height as the entrance there. Why constrict it immediately upon entering here? So I will start to remove parts of this wall, and then we could get on with the pattern I'm planning. I'm going to begin with a line of stone brick. Now this stone brick is not part of the pattern. It's here to act as a transition to my pattern, because I'm going to be using, at the start of the pattern, this polished granite. And I think that won't look very good if I just went directly to, because I think this will look, I don't know, I just don't like the look of that. So therefore, I'm going to put the stone brick as a buffer. Then I come to here, and then after that, we can then get into the serious part of this thing. Now, what I'm going to do is go down here like this, and actually, I'm tempted to kill that pigman, but I remember the last time I did that while doing a tunnel project. Somehow, every pigman anywhere near the vicinity managed to find me very quickly, and it's very annoying to do this without light because I've got this stupid ice all around here, and I'm getting very annoyed with it very quickly. That's what I gotta tell you about that. But I was told not to break the ice immediately, and I will follow that for now. 1, 2, 3, and then granite, and 3 stone brick, and a granite, and it's going to follow this pattern all the way through. This is not the full pattern going all the way up. It just so happens that it was a happy, nice thing that we had this happen. Actually, I want this to be granite there. That this came out to be the case, because the actual pattern above this is going to be a bit different. Now here, this is actually a buffer also. And what I'm going to be having here is a W shape. Like this. Let's see, should the W be down or up? I think I will put it like that. And let me get rid of this. And then the W will continue like that. 3, 1, 2, and did I miscount this whole? Oh, I went one too high. No wonder. Yes. Let's close that back up. And now let's get. It's really annoying working with the pigman in the area. Then we go back up, and I think that is it. So therefore, we have a W there, and the place is riddled with these guys. Good grief. Good thing I didn't go in. Why is it that they love to get in your way? We're doing nothing to bug it, but no, it decides it must get in the way of our project. And then let's get this up here, down here, down here. Very well. That's the W. Then after that, we go to another. Right. That's the buffer. And then one more of these as a divider. And now we have the second section. And that'll go like this. And now this will go like this. Like that. And like that. And let's get some more stone brick here. Tells me how much I'm going to need for each of these things. Good. And now here is where we're going to have our light. Now, the planned light I had was glowstone. I don't have any glowstone yet. So therefore, I was planning on using a temporary solution of putting in torches here. This ice is annoying me. But of course, I can't do it because I have to preserve the ice. So that is what we're going to be doing, and this is going to be the pattern all the way down this way. Now, during this section, I'll be retaining the current floor, and down here, the stone brick, I will be replacing that part of the floor as I go along. So now I got it for that end, and now we go into the wall section. And in this, I am going to use stone brick on top. Now, technically, I could probably get away with just putting the nether rack there, because I don't think anyone's going to be seeing this in the end. But, I don't know, it just feels a little cheaty to do that, and so I don't think I will be doing it in this case. This is a community build after all. Now, if it were my own build at my own base, I would probably do that anyway. But that's not the case here. So now, let's just finish filling that in. And then, next, we get to watch the funny block that refuses to become unhinged or something like that. Maybe I should have used nether brick for that section or something like that. Let's see. There we go. Up there, and then all the way across here. And there you go. And I think that this will also be a stone brick. Ah! Okay, so there you go. That is one section of the wall, and I only have, this is 16, what, about 80 more to go. This is going to take a long time. I can't leave you in the dark, so I am trying to I put some torches as high up as is possible, and if it melts a little ice, too bad. But I'm looking at this and I don't think I like how high it's going. I am going to cut it off here instead of there, and I also need to take care of a little error I did there, other than getting out the wrong pick, and that is that this is not going to be stone, but chiseled stone is what's going to be here. Alright. And until I have a solution for the light, I will put some granite there. So, as I said, I would like to put glowstone there in the long run. Now, let me cover the granite, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this stop right at that point. Put this here, put the there it is, there's the stone brick, put that, top that there, because what I'm going to do is I am going to replace that with some stairs, and I'm going to start the ceiling there. The ceiling is going to start arching up there, then it's going to be in the middle as high as that, and then go along on the other end. And it looks like you got people moving all around. Alright, now let me get up the stairs and let's see how it looks. What I'm going to do is place the stair at the wrong location, apparently. See, yeah, like that. So I will start placing stairs like this. All the way across there. Good. And now I'll repeat that on the other side, and then in the middle I will have probably the best thing to put up there would be some slabs, so that I can save a little in there and keep things from spawning up on top at the same time. So I'll be putting slabs up there for the center, so that'll be right at the same height as this, and then I will of course be mirroring that over there. And I think that will make what we want. Oh my, I didn't count on this. Someone just cut something out here and put a ladder apparently all the way up to the bedrock up there, and I'll have to come up with a solution for that. Right, I will have to figure out what best to do about that. For now, I'm going to continue on, but I suspect that there will be complaints if I cover that up completely, so I will have to first off, yep, that's not going to be stone, that is going to be chisel stone, that is going to be going there. Now, I would like this to at least be, oh, that's right in the middle of the W's. Well, what I'll have to do is to move this here. That way the person will still have their little entryway. And I'll have to place a door right here. And I think that would be the best compromise for the situation. I'm certainly not going to leave any exposed netherrack in the area. Hang on, that's in the middle of the W. That wasn't my intent. No, my intent was that the door be a little bit over there. So what I'll do is I'll cover this up for now and move things to where I want it to be so that it would work. Actually, I to at least put the granite there instead of stone. up there for my second W. Put this here, and it's this granite gets replaced. And once we do that, and then there you go. Whoever it is has their little hidey place, or whatever they're using that for. Maybe they're using it for wither fights or something like that. I don't know. And that takes care of that. Let's, of course, that'll be the chiseled stone area. So this will be, well, ostensibly it's the granite area, but instead we are going to be having a door there, like that. Yeah, for now I'll do it like that, since I know it's a bit dark. I tried acacia, but I don't like the see-through style of the acacia, at least not in this context. And so I will have to go with the dark oak, even though I don't think that the color is perfect. Maybe when I find out what that door is all about, we may come up with a, oops, I don't want to do that, because that's where they, right, and then over there. Now, we do have one little thing, that is right here. Okay, good. That is, right, because that's where the glowstone will be going. That won't be a problem then. Good. We are all up here. I'll just need to take care of the bit with the chiseled stone, and also take care of the chiseled stone, and of course take care of the stairs. I mentioned earlier that I was planning on putting some glowstone here. I didn't mention I was going to put some here, but this is the other place I was thinking. I'm going to give it some nice light along the corridor. I wasn't thinking that light intensity 15, ice, melted ice. The ice is going to have to go. There is absolutely nothing for it, but it's going to have to go, because I don't want a dark corridor, and if I'm not going to, and the only way to avoid the ice, melting the ice, is to make the corridor dark. So, it's going. But before I take out that ice, I do want to take care of this. And this will be the next section. Good, and that takes us, oops, and that'll take us there and there, and that brings us to the end of the section. So therefore, that is the corridor as well as I can show it in this really poor light. So what I'm going to have to do next is remove the ice and then improve the lighting up a little bit. I got all finished with this, and I suddenly realized that the floor is now one too low. So I gotta rip what I just did out and do it over one level higher. And there we have the first module complete. Over here I put in the temporary torches. I placed the ice into the chest here. Also, there was the stone slabs that were beneath the floor, so I put the extras there, and I used some of them in order to align this over here. The idea here is to make this area spawn-proof, so therefore I have stairs and the slabs over here. The lighting is just because I hate walking in the dark, even though it has no effect on spawning within the nether. And I think this will do. I will have to think of some interface for that, perhaps. Ooh, to be determined, I presume. But that's our first module. I've got a huge number more that need to be done. I think for the moment I should give the people here a little time to get used to the idea of this, just in case there's someone who wishes to say that they really want that ice. And if they do, I suggest they replace it with packed ice, because regular ice is going to melt with the design I have. But that's it for today's episode. And when we return next time, hopefully I'll have a few more modules done, and perhaps I'll be able to get to my base. We'll see where I am in the next episode of Pineleaf Plays Minecraft Welstopia.